Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the scene for Empire of Thorns. Essentially, there's been a little bit of a miscommunication, and Sebastian wanted to check on the well-being of Chloe Rose. Uh, he was stonewalled, and in getting stonewalled, he he just essentially he didn't get belligerent about it. It's just he pressed. So he was told by Trudeau a little bit later to make sure to come by about 3 o'clock. And somebody wanted to meet with him. So I imagine Sebastian shows up, takes a seat. About 5 minutes later, a man walks through the door. He actually looks a little bit similar to Andre. And he'll scan the room quickly, shaking his coat off and hanging it. And he's actually got Noah in step with him, very close. And he'll walk over to Sebastian. He basically locks his gaze onto Sebastian, and his entire demeanor is business. And he's going to basically walk over to the table. He'll grab the chair by like the back of it. He'll spin it around to where the back is facing the table, and he'll sit down, basically crossing his arms over the back of the chair. What Sebastian notices is that although it's very subtle, and although it's not aggressive, he's positioned himself and he's holding the chair in a way that if something went down, that chair is a weapon, and he can smack him upside the head with it. And he's going to look over at he'll look at Sebastian for a moment, kind of take him in, give him a nod. Then he'll look up at Noah, and he'll say, he'll give him a look, and he gives him a polite, you mind going and grabbing us a pitcher? Something dark?
Yep. He'll head over to the bar, greet his husband.
Andre will pour the pitcher and give him 3 glasses. And when he gets back and sits down, Jordy will look at Sebastian, and he'll say, I've heard you're wondering about my girlfriend's well-being.
He'll look up and goes, well, I didn't know she was your girlfriend. I know she carried, shit, what's his name? That died.
Andres.
I know she carried Andres as a child, and as a member of as a shadow, as a paladin of shadows, I see it as my duty to see that she's all right.
I'm unaware of when she became Queen of the Autumn Court.
He just smiled and goes, my duty is not only to serve the Queen, but to protect all members of the Autumn Court, and the child she carries, the father was a member of the Autumn Court. And he looks up at Noah and goes, it's good to see you're all right, by the way.
He just nods and sits down.
I'm going to be frank with you. I don't like you asking about my girl. And it's that simple.
And he just smiles at him for now. He waits to see if he's going to go on.
You have a habit of doing that.
Of caring for people? Yeah, never thought that was a wrong thing.
No, see, your problem is that there's a lot of people who are in need of attention and care right now, but you keep on focusing on the women. Last time I checked, Tamerlan Tivoli's been going through a lot. You've been asking about him?
Actually, I have. You asked Oh, sorry. Yeah, I asked Iris about him. She was worried, but I was told he seemed okay. I was told nothing about your girlfriend.
And Will, your mentor,
I've
hell, he
been
almost died.
I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he's been busy.
You might want to pay closer attention to what's going on in your own home before you start looking into others.
He just mongers I'm taking care of Kiko and the baby, and I'm trying to get hold of William. Oh,
Yeah, I
because
don't mean to be rude when I say this, but I doubt you're the only one taking care of Kiko.
and he just mongers, speak your mind. Oh, and but he looks at the chair and goes, "Do you consider me an enemy that?"
I don't consider you an enemy, I just respect that you're a threat.
So I didn't get the last part of this.
He said, I don't consider you an enemy, but I do respect that you're a threat.
He'll just smirk and goes, "So, what did you mean about Kiko?"
Regardless of whether you realize it or not, you've earned yourself as a reputation as a white knight. You keep going to women in their time of need. A lot of them when they have men of their own to comfort them. And I understand you're just trying to be friendly. And I get that you're a nice guy. That's fine. You're a little bit... He'll take a deep breath and kind of look up. He'll look over at Noah like he wants him to help him with the word and then realize Noah doesn't fucking know English. You're a bit zealous in your attentions, and that's fine. You see, I was a detective in the Special Victims Unit for quite some time. And it's what we call a red flag. And you're throwing them up. Which is fine. He'll hold his hands up. That's fine. But the problem is while you're running around and comforting all these different women, you might want to ask what your darling Sierra is doing behind your back. Because if you remember, up until, wow, what, a month or two ago, she was quite happy keeping other men company. And I don't mean to be rude, but you might want to ask if a leopard can change its spots. Because looking around here right now, I only see 2 men she hasn't slept with. And this place is packed.
He just, she's changed. It's a pity that he had to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure she has. What I hope for your sake is that her opinion isn't that you're running around town comforting a ton of women, because that's certainly the reputation that's going around.
I consider if of other people when I'm trying to comfort the women, even anyone, I just want to see if they're all right. I love Kiko from the bottom of my love for women. I cannot say this when about other people, not as much as I do.
Yeah, I understand. We'll smile at him. Just keep in mind she has a habit of ripping men's hearts out, that's all I'm saying. Sometimes you don't have to lay a hand on a man to do that.
She just smiles, and exactly if she thought what I was doing what you think, you say she might think I'd be dead long ago.
You weren't listening, were you? I said, sometimes you don't have to touch a man to rip his heart out.
Do you have information I don't? Because otherwise, you can't get. Because otherwise, this is all just thoughts, isn't it? Theories.
He'll look over at Noah. Kind of, when somebody's like considering something and they kind of chew their lip on the inside. He'll think on it for a moment. I'm gonna look back to him, shake his head. I love how Noah's heavy breathing.
Noah's just sitting there breathing, that's all. He's kind of watching back and forth, reading body language, because he doesn't really speak that much English.
He'll reach over and kind of scritch Noah behind the ear.
He'll purr and meow.
Like I said, you might want to pay a little closer attention to your own home before you start worrying about other people's. But there was the behavior that he was displaying towards Noah for a moment was though he does know something, but it's just he's not saying anything. He'll pet Noah behind the ear and just keep scritching him.
Yeah, he'll just look to him and goes, "Speak your mind." I said, "Speak your mind. You're hiding things."
You want me to speak my mind? I don't have to. I'm just giving you a heads up.
You stay silent for a bit.
When he quiets up, he keeps scratching Noah behind the ear and paying attention to him essentially until he talks again.
Yeah, he's just waiting. Noah's patiently waiting for anything to happen.
So Noah's going outside and goes, "So you know something, Kiko, but you don't want to tell me."
I have no reason to tell you.
Um, you mean aside from the fact that she is women in love and I am going to marry, and though I am raising a child with her, right? No reason at all.
How does any of that affect me?
Asking, guys, I don't know, just someone telling me that clothes are alright wouldn't affect you much either. That's all I wanted. Someone to tell me she just seemed disturbed on the night. Usually thing on the night when I looked up to died. I looked up to Andreas. He was a great member of my court, and I wanted to see if the woman who carried his child was alright.
The woman who carried his child. You have to understand something. And I mean no disrespect to your sister, turning to Noah with his finger up. He abandoned that child the second that he found out he was the father. He knew full well that it was his child. And he did nothing to care for it. He took her to bed, knowing that that was his child in her. Knowing that she had been brokenhearted and looking for it. So you know what? That's my child. I'm the one who's going to raise it and care for it, take it as my own.
His smile goes, that I respect.
Andre Villalobos was a great man. But there are many men who are great in this world who are not good. And there is no one in their sane mind who would call that man a good man.
I never said he was a man. Like you, I considered him a great man. I just wanted to know if Chloe was alright, and a simple yes would have done. I wouldn't have pressed the matter more.
She's fine. She appreciates your concern. Although she wonders what she's done to earn it.
She hasn't done anything. I look after people, that's what I do. I asked about Tam and he seemed alright. Asked about Tam, someone told me he was alright. That's why I didn't press the matter. And as to Will, well, I think deep down he can make it, but I worry every day about him. It's just that he hasn't, well, between taking care of the baby, taking Pico, planning my wedding, and him being busy, I haven't had time to see him yet. I have many times tried to get a hold of him.
He'll kind of look back over to Noah. Kind of chew his lip.
Noah just says to him in French, just do it.
He'll look back to Sebastian and kind of he'll turn back to Noah and he'll say, "What good would it do now? No, but it could keep happening." That's true. In French.
It would keep happening, and now there's another life to be concerned about.
He'll shrug. He'll dig around in his jacket pocket, and he'll pull something out and not throw it at Sebastian across the table, but he'll slide it across the table at him.
Seb will look at it.
I believe I'm giving away information for free.
What is Seb looks at what it is.
It's compromising pictures of Sierra and Andreas that are dated from only being like about maybe a week or two ago.
Yes, Seb's better will start rising. Which is like the well, it will start being dark around him, and the feeling that you're being watched that you get when you're around him starts being menacing a bit. And it will be like for a few seconds he'll breathe and be like, he'll just breathe and take the photo and goes, I can believe it.
Sorry. Same thing happened to me. Not from her. No, God, no. But
He'll just take it and say, to go and leave.
he'll look over to Noah with a sad face, kind of bite his lip. Did I do the right thing, little brother?
I mean, I know we're not supposed to speak ill of the dead and all, but he hurt my uncle and my sister, so fuck that guy, respectively.
I always wonder what that sounds like in French. He'll kind of like press his forehead to his, like comfortingly. Like as one would a cat.
And he boops him.
I think I need another picture. And he'll, I think we can end our scene there.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just do it later, Pearl bringing cake to the roses.
Yay! Cake is the roses, yay, yay, yay.
I was waiting. I
husband's
didn't know
gonna be-
when you wanted me
my
in
husband's,
here.
My husband's gonna, yeah, right. Your man just wanted to watch that happen. Make sure nothing happened. He knew what was going on. So yeah, my husband's gonna be home soon, so I'm gonna stop the scene now. Thank you,
Okay.
players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Bye.